Tamil Nadu 12th Standard Chemistry Multi-Choice Questions and Answers. Chapter 7 Chemical Kinetics. Question number 126. For a first order reaction, A gives B. The rate constant is X minute inverse. If the initial concentration of A is 0.01 m, the concentration of A after 1 hour is given by the expression. Option A, 0.01 minus X. Option B, 1 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 1 minus e power minus 60x. Option C, 1 into 10 to the power minus 2 into e power minus 60x. Option D, none of this. The correct option is option C, 1 into 10 to the power minus 2 e power minus 60x. Question number 127. A zero-order reaction X gives product with an initial concentration 0.02 m has a half-life of 10 minutes. If one starts with concentration 0.04 m, then the half-life is option A, 10 seconds, option B, 5 minutes, option C, 20 minutes, option D, cannot be predicted using the given information. The correct option is option C, 20 minutes. Question number 128. Among the following graphs showing variation of rate constant with temperature T for a reaction, the one that exhibits harmonious behavior over the entire temperature range is option A, the graph given in option A, option B, graph in option B, option C, the graph given in option C, option D, both D and C. The correct option is option B, graph that is given in option B. Question number 129. For a first order reaction, A gives product with initial concentration X mole L inverse has a half-life period of 2.5 hours. For the same reaction with initial concentration mole X by 2 mole L inverse, the half-life is option A, 2.5 into 2 hours, option B, 2.5 by 2 hours, option C, 2.5 hours, option D, without knowing the rate constant, T 1 by 2 cannot be determined from the given data. The correct option is option C, 2.5 hours. Number 130. For the reaction 2NH3 gives N2 plus 3H2 if minus D of NH3 divided by dt equal to K1 into NH3, D into N2 by dt equal to K2 into NH3. D into H2 divided by Tt equal to K3 into NH3. Then the relation between K1, K2 and K3 is option A, K1 equal to K2 equal to K3. Option B, K1 equal to 3K2 equal to 2K3. Option C, 1.5 K1 equal to 3K2 equal to K3. Option D, 2K1 equal to K2 equal to 3K3. The correct option is option A, K1 equal to K2 equal to K3. Question number 131. The decomposition of fluoropyne pH3 on tungsten at lower temperature is a first order reaction. It is because the option A, rate is proportional to the surface coverage. Option B, rate is inversely proportional to the surface coverage. Option C, rate is independent of the surface coverage. Option D, rate of decomposition is low. The correct option is option C, rate is independent of the surface coverage. Question number 132. For a reaction, rate equal to K into acetone power 3 by 2, then unit of rate constant and the rate of reaction respectively is option A, mole L inverse S inverse into mole power minus 1 by 2 L power 1 by 2 S inverse. Option B, mole power minus 1 by 2 L power 1 by 2 S inverse into mole L power minus 1 S inverse. Option C, mole 1 by 2 L power 1 by 2 S inverse into mole L power minus 1 S inverse. Option D, mole L S inverse into mole 1 by 2 L power 1 by 2 into S. The correct option is option B, mole minus 1 by 2 L power 1 by 2 S inverse into mole L power minus 1 S power minus 1. Question number 133. The addition of a catalyst during a chemical reaction alters which of the following quantities? Option A, enthalpy. Option B, activation energy. Option C, entropy. Option D, internal energy. The correct option is option B, activation energy. Question number 134. Consider the following statement. Option 1. Increase in concentration of the reactant increase the rate of zero order reaction. 2. Rate constant K is equal to collision frequency A if EA equal to 0. 3. Rate constant K is equal to collision frequency A if EA equal to 0. 4. A plot of log of K versus T is a straight line. 5. A plot of log of K versus 1 by T is a straight line with a positive slope. Correct statements are option A, 2 only, option B, 2 and 4, option C, 2 and 5, option D, 1, 2 and 5. The correct option is option A, 2 only. Question number 135. In a reversible reaction, the enthalpy changes and the activation energy in the forward direction are respectively minus X kilojoule mole inverse and Y kilojoule mole inverse. Therefore, the energy of activation in the backward direction is option A, Y minus X kilojoule mole inverse. Option B, X plus Y into joule mole inverse. Option C, X minus Y into kilojoule mole inverse. Option D, X plus Y 10 to the power 3 joule mole inverse. The correct option is option D, X plus Y into 10 to the power 3 joule mole inverse. Question number 136. What is the activation energy for a reaction if its rates double when the temperature is raised from 200 Kelvin to 400 Kelvin, where R equal to 8.314 kilojoule K inverse mole inverse. Option A, 234.65 kilojoule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. Option B, 434.65 kilojoule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. Option C, 2.303 kilojoule mole inverse. Option D, 334.65 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. The correct option is option C, 2.303 kilojoule mole inverse. Question number 137. Figure as shown in question. This reaction follows first order kinetics. The rate constant at particular temperature is 2.303 into 10 to the power minus 2 hour inverse. The initial concentration of cyclopropane is 0.25 m. What will be the concentration of cyclopropane after 1806 minutes, where log 2 equal to 0.3010? Option A, 0.125 m. Option B, 0.215 m. Option C, 0.25 into 2.303 m. Option D, 0.05 m. The correct option is option C, 0.25 into 2 into 3.3 m. Question number 138. For a first order reaction, the rate constant is 6.909 minute inverse. The time taken for 75% conversation in minutes is option A 3 by 2 log 2, option B 2 by 3 log 2, option C 3 by 2 log of 3 by 4, option D 2 by 3 log of 4 by 3. The correct option is option B 2 by 3 log 2. Question number 139. In a first order reaction, X gives Y. If K is the rate constant and the initial concentration of the reactant X is 0.1 m, then half-life is option A log of 2 by K, option B 0.693 by 0.1 K, option C log of 2 by K, option D none of this. The correct option is option B 0.693 by 0.1 K. Question number 140. Predict the rate law of the following reaction based on the data given below. 2A plus B gives C plus 3D. Column reaction number 1, 2, 3, 4. A in minutes 0.1, 0.2, 0.1, 0.2. B in minutes 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.2. Initial rate X, 2x, 4x, 8x. Option A rate equal to K into A square B. Option B rate equal to K into A into B square. Option C rate equal to K into A into B. Option D rate equal to K into A power 1 by 2 B power 3 by 2. The correct option is rate equal to K into A B power 2. Question number 141. Assertion. Rate of reaction doubles when the concentration of the reactant is doubles if it is a first order reaction. Reason. Rate constant also doubles. Option A. Both assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Option B. Both assertion and reason are true but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Option C. Assertion is true but reason is false. Option D. Both assertion and reasons are false. The correct option is option C. Assertion is true but reason is false. Question number 142. The rate constant of the reaction is 5.8 into 10 to the power minus 2 S inverse. The order of the reaction is option A first order, option B 0 order, option C second order, option D third order. The correct option is option A first order. Question number 143. For the reaction N2O5 in gram gives 2 NO2 gram plus 1 by 2 O2 gram. The value of rate of disappearance of N2O5 is given as 6.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 mole L inverse S inverse. The rate of formation of NO2 and O2 is given respectively as option A 3.25 into 10 to the power minus 2 mole L inverse S inverse and 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 2 mole L inverse S inverse. Option B 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 2 mole L inverse S inverse and 3.25 into 10 to the power minus 2 mole L inverse S inverse. Option C 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 1 mole L inverse S inverse and 3.25 into 10 to the power minus 2 mole L inverse S inverse. Option D none of this. The correct option is option C 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 1 mole L inverse S inverse and 3.25 into 10 to the power minus 2 mole L inverse S inverse. Question number 144. During the decomposition of H2O2 to give dioxygen, 48 gram O2 is formed per minute at certain point of time. The rate of formation of water at this point is option A 0.75 mole minute inverse, option B 1.5 mole minute inverse, option C 2.25 mole minute inverse, option D 3.0 mole minute inverse. The correct option is option D 3.0 mole minute inverse. Question number 145. If the initial concentration of the reactant is doubled, the time for off reaction is also doubled. Then the order of the reaction is option A 0, option B 1, option C fraction, option D none. The correct option is option A 0. Question number 146. In a homogeneous reaction, A gives B plus C plus D, the initial pressure was P0 and after time T it was P. Expression for the rate constant in terms of P0, P and T will be option A K equal to 2.303 by T log of 2P0 by 3P0 minus P. Option B K equal to 2.303 by T into log of 2P0 by P0 minus P. Option C K equal to 2.303 by T log of 3P0 minus P by 2P0. Option D K equal to 2.303 by T log of 2P0 by 3P0 minus 2P. The correct option is option A K equal to 2.303 by T log of 2P0 by 3P0 minus P. Question number 147. If 75% of the first order reaction was completed in 60 minutes, 50% of the same reaction under the same condition would be completed in option A 20 minutes, option B 30 minutes, option C 35 minutes, option D 75 minutes. The correct option is option B 30 minutes. Question number 148. The half-life period of a radioactive element is 140 days. After 560 days, 1 gram of element will be reduced to option A 1 by 2 gram, option B 1 by 4 gram, option C 1 by 8 gram, option D 1 by 16 gram. The correct option is option D 1 by 16 gram. Question number 149. The correct difference between first and second order reaction is that option A first order reaction can be catalyst, a second order reaction cannot be catalyst. Option B the half-life of a first order reaction does not depend on A degree. The half-life of the second order reaction does depend on second degree. Option C the rate of the first order reaction does not depend on the reactant concentration. The rate of the second order reaction does depend on the reactant concentration. Option D. The rate of the first order reaction does depend on the reactant concentration. The rate of the second order reaction does not depend on the reactant concentration. The correct option is option B. The half-life of the first order reaction does not depend on A degree. The half-life of the second order reaction does depend on A degree. Question number 150. After 2 hours, a radioactive substance becomes 1 by 16th of original amount. Then the half-life in minutes is option A 60 minutes, option B 120 minutes, option C 30 minutes, option D 15 minutes. The correct option is option C 30 minutes.
டே அண்ணா, ஏன் இப்ப மூஞ்சி தொங்க போட்டு வச்சிருக்க?
நான் பிகாம் முடிச்சுட்டு சிஏ அட்டென்ட் பண்ணலான்னு இருந்தேன். ஆனா இப்ப ஜாப் போனா அதெல்லாம் பண்ண முடியாதுல்ல. அப்படி இல்லைன்னா இண்டிவிஜுவலா சிஏ ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணலான்னு இருந்தேன். பட் ஆனா என் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் நிறைய பேர் இண்டிவிஜுவலா பண்ணி அட்டெம்ப்ட்ல இருக்காங்க. ஏதாவது இன்ஸ்டியூட்ல சேர்ந்து சிஏ படிக்கலாம்னா எந்த இன்ஸ்டியூட்ல சேர்ந்து படிக்கலாம்னு எனக்கு தெரியல.
அண்ணா, என்கிட்ட ஒரு நல்ல ஐடியா இருக்கு. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இன்ஜினியரிங்கும் மெடிக்கல்ஸும் எனக்கு செட் ஆகாதோன்னு தோணுது. பேசாம சிஏ பண்ணலாமான்னு யோசிக்கிறேன்.
இந்த ஸ்மார்ட் கேப்போல இருந்து
லாஸ்ட் இயர் டிவி ப்ரோக்ராம் பார்த்தேன். அதுல ஒருத்தர் கெரியர் அட்வைஸ் கொடுத்தாரு. அதை கேட்டதுல இருந்து எனக்கு அதுவே மைண்ட்ல ஓடிட்டே இருக்கு.
சிஏ பண்ணதெல்லாம் அவ்வளவு ஈஸி கிடையாது. உங்களுக்கே ஒரு நியாயம் வேண்டாமா?
ப்ரோ அதெல்லாம் எனக்கு தெரியும். ஏன்னா நான் படிக்க போறது வந்து ஃபுல் டைம் ரெசிடென்ஷியல் ஆடிட்டிங் காலேஜ்ல. டிஸ்ட்ராக்ஷன் ஃப்ரீ என்விரான்மெண்ட், பெஸ்ட் டீச்சர்ஸ் கைடன்ஸ், நல்ல ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கம்யூனிட்டியோட இருக்கிற காலேஜ்ல படிக்க போறேன்.
இப்படி ஒரு காலேஜ் இருக்கா என்ன?
ஈரோடு பக்கத்துல என்எம்சி ஆடிட்டிங் காலேஜ்னு ஒரு இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் இருக்கு. அங்க சிஏ அண்ட் சிஎம்ஏ கோச்சிங் கொடுத்துட்டு வராங்க. நீயும் சிஏ தானே படிக்கலான்னு இருந்த. நம்ம 2 பேரும் என்எம்சிலயே அட்மிஷன் போட்டுடலாமா?
ஆமா, சூப்பர் ஐடியா. ஓகே, உடனே அப்பா அம்மாவை கூட்டிட்டு என்எம்சி காலேஜ் போயிடலாம்.
அட்மிஷன் போடலாம், சிஏ ஆகலாம்.
சூப்பர்.
எஸ்.